Well, hey everybody, happy Wednesday to you, or whatever day it is that you're getting around to watching this Devo. I hope you've had a great week, that you've been able to eat lots of popsicles or shaved ice or maybe even some ice cream. It is definitely hot outside, isn't it? It's been a great start to summer if you like it warm and muggy, and for some you're ready for it to be September already, I'm sure. No doubt it's been memorable. Thank God he gave us some rain here a little bit yesterday, and maybe a little bit more would be good. But man, it's been hot for sure. So today I want to talk about this t-shirt, I guess, that I'm wearing to start. And you can see on the front here it says crew. And on the back I want to show you that. You can see that it says, I am an AVW Muskie. I belong. This idea of crew is something that permeates the culture at AVW. As you know, or may know, I'm on the school board there, and my children have gone through that grade school these last few years since we've been here. And so we love AVW. Without any offense to any of our other local schools, I'm sure they all have something within their culture that you appreciate as parents and as students. And I just want to talk about this idea of crew a minute, of belonging that is there in the culture. You see, a crew, you feel like you're part of something. This is my crew. You might hear a young person say, they're friends, they're the gang of people that they hang out with. A crew is part of a ship, perhaps, right? The idea being that everybody has a role to play, a part to be on a crew. It could be a construction crew. Somebody's good at the rough carpentry. Somebody's good at the finished carpentry. All together they build a house, right? The idea of crew is important. It gives you a sense, as it says in the beginning, of belonging, of being a part of something bigger than yourself. It reminds me a little bit about what we've been talking about as we go through the book of James on Sunday mornings during our worship services. This idea that we've put into it of connecting what James has to say to the early church there of the Jewish believers, and connecting it to family. Family for us in our homes, in our extended families with aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpas, etc. And the idea, kind of going back to the crew, in a family, everybody's got roles to play. Somebody in your house kind of takes the primary responsibility for doing the dishes. Maybe it's a shared job. Somebody takes, like in our house, I oftentimes take out the garbage, and most often get a little bit of scolding for forgetting to put a bag back in the garbage can, right? I bet you all have something. Somebody takes care of the car. Somebody takes care of the checkbook. Remember a checkbook, right? Those of you watching, you probably do. The younger folks may not. But just this idea of we all have roles to play in the family. Somebody is the funny person. Somebody is the serious person. Somebody gets their homework done right away. Somebody waits until the end to do their homework. Again, roles to play, a place to belong in our families. Then we have what we've been talking about also in the church. We call ourselves the family of God. In fact, God himself calls us that, the family. And so even within a church, we have people who can do all kinds of roles. We have hospitality people on Sunday mornings serving coffee and donuts. We have children's workers who serve our kids ministries, our nursery, etc. We have those who serve as elders, those who serve as deacons, those who serve on the teams that we now have going on, ranging from a building and grounds team to a decoration team. We have councils that people are on, all kinds of ways where somebody can belong. And really, as human beings, that's an important thing, right? Wanting to belong, to be part of the family. It's good to be part of the crew here at Faith Church, and I hope you would feel that way too. I hope that we do a good job of making people feel like they belong. I hope that you feel like you belong, and I think, knowing most of you, that you do. And for those who don't, who want that sense of something more, let's find a way for that to happen. Let's find a way for you to be using God's gifts that he's put in you to serve him and to serve others. And in so doing, I'm confident that you will feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself, bigger than the circle that you have now, that your circle would expand, so to speak, and you'd be part of something even bigger. Let me just shift gears just a little bit and touch base with a couple things that Rick said on last Sunday about the book of James that I thought was just really good. He talked about the wisdom that we have among us as believers. And then a reminder specifically at the end about where wisdom comes from, if it's coming from God, from heaven, versus the demonic view of wisdom as he talked about earlier in the chapter. But this is the wisdom that comes from heaven. It's first of all pure, it's peace-loving, it's considerate, submissive, full of mercy, good fruit, impartial, and sincere. Those are all attributes, descriptions of what it looks like to have wisdom that comes from God. Wisdom from God is going to be pure. It's going to be loving peace. It's not it's not looking for gain through selfish ambition or envy, as he describes the other side of wisdom. It's submissive. It thinks of other people first. It's full of mercy. All these things are ways that we can live it out then in our homes, in our families, in our church family, in our relationships. Be wise in the way that you treat each other, so that in the end, we realize, again, coming back to the t-shirt, that we are all part of a crew here at Faith Church. And I'm glad you're a part of it. Even if you don't live here, you're watching online, I'm glad you're a part of us. And I pray that you'd continue to be as well. Nonetheless, you belong here. And we're glad to know you, and we hope to get to know you more. Have a fantastic rest of your week, crew.